Yeah, so good day all and welcome to the South African retaining wall and law. Yeah, okay, so I've been wanting to cry for the last couple of days, actually for the last couple of months, because I've been neglecting this part of lawn, all because of this retaining wall being an upcoming project that I've been planning and wanting to replace this wooden wall. Okay, so this wooden wall, I didn't really have money about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Still don't have money. Always been a broke guy. So I just took scrap wood and I built about a meter high retaining wall so I could level this lawn a little bit better. Okay, and I made a million like retaining wall mistakes, which I've now come to learn. Some of them, probably making some more mistakes now as I'm speaking. But that's why I want to replace it with something a little bit more, bietjie meer vasbyt. So hopefully will last a little bit longer than 18 months this time around. Okay, that's lekker. Okay, so I know that looks terrible, but there were steps going up there. I'm removing all the steps now and I'm focusing on a wall going around this area, giving me a little bit of extra lawn, and then going back there. And you might be wondering, what the hell is this thing right here, Eric? And that is a drain, so that the water will be hopefully a little bit less destructive. Makes sense? Oh yeah, and there goes the sprinklers taking care of my grass seed, which is basically all germinated now. Lekker! Yes, so just check out the storm water washed away all this soil here. How do I get this thing to turn down? Like there. Look there. It is massive. It was raining. There was like a river running through here. Probably, I'm guessing probably about like, I don't know, maybe like 500,000 liters per minute. It was hectic. I'm walking on the wall. Dangerous. I want to tell you about this story. One morning, I was doing some early morning pre-work lawn work. So like my day job, mowing my lawn. And then right about there, I lost my footing and me and my mower made it all the way to there. So that was quite a big fall. Thankfully didn't break anything, but I'm a dangerous guy, so I'm walking on this wall once again. I'm not scared. Okay guys, so I've been busy with this project now for probably a good 4 or 5 days, and as with all my projects, they just seem, I'm sure it's like that with everyone, they just seem like it just starts off as a small project and turns into such a big thing. Maybe it's just because I'm such a terrible planner. I am the worst at planning. I just run into something and then I realize, oh goodness, this is a little bit too big for my standards, and then it turns out to feel a little bit overwhelming because I probably didn't plan enough. But okay, so what's happening here, we've been packing this, and also here is a little bit of a rock. Okay, so this rock probably weighs about a ton or a ton and a half. I think it's more than a cubic meter. This thing, it goes quite deep there. So let me just tell you the story and I'll show you some footage while I'm talking. So this rock's level was basically just above the level of the lawn. So I knew, yes, I hit my head against that flipping thing, the clothesline. So I knew I had to get that either lowered or removed or something, because I obviously want to plant lawn over that. I mean, that's the main purpose of life, is growing lawn. Okay, well, it sounds terrible. I'm a Christian actually, so that's my first priority in my family, then my lawn. Okay, so yeah, so I wanted to remove this rock right there. So actually at the end, after trying to demolish it with a hammer and a chisel, I realized that that's not a viable option. Well, at least not for me. I probably needed a jackhammer, but I didn't do that. So we started digging underneath it. So we dug until it dropped about 30 or 40 centimeters. It was such a big dig, I promise you. So yeah, it was quite a big dig. I mean, that one caught me a little bit off guard. So yeah, it was a very big job getting that thing removed. It was actually a bigger job than I thought this whole project was going to be. Yeah, but I'm glad it's done. Yeah, okay, Laka. So let me just take you quickly through the project and what my thought process was. Okay, so as you can see right there, that's my braai. I spend so much time. I promise you, in the 35-day lockdown, the level 5 lockdown, I braaied like 25 times. I absolutely, when I've got time, love braaiing. And obviously, just for myself, especially aesthetically, it has to look pleasing to the eye, looking towards that side, because I'm spending time in front of this braai, I promise you. So yeah, so let me just take you through the process, what I did here. Okay, so I started off with these bottom layer of bricks, and I was told that the bottom layer is your most important layer of bricks, because obviously if you level here, these bricks aren't all exactly the same, but they're pretty much all the same size. Varies a little bit, like 5 mils or whatever. So if your bottom layer is perfect, then obviously on top it is going to be level as well. So just have a look from this side. This is obviously my braai side. There I took some plugs for that, whatever, don't worry about that. But if you look from this side, I would like it to be like dead set level to that brick. So if those bricks are level and I raise the lawn to that level, I think it is just going to look so good, hopefully. Okay, so yeah, so I packed this bottom row of bricks exactly like I did there, and then I've added a drain going through there to take the storm water or whatever I want to drain away, right there, and that'll feed out there. I just filled it with newspaper and the pipes underground there, so we'll work on that a little bit later. Almost hit my head against the clothesline again. And then yeah, the wall is just running nicely like that, making a soft curve right there and ends right there at the level of the lawn again. So I've stepped below the level of the soil. As the natural gradient of the soil goes up, I've stepped, as soon as we get to the next row of height, I've stepped the bricks obviously below the surface of the soil, so you won't be able to see that. But like here, that's my last brick in that row, and that soil level is roughly there. So I didn't put a brick there, I just raised it up, and there is my next brick. So that's lekker. If I'm doing it wrong, please comment immediately so I can change it. Probably by the time I upload this video, it'll be too late. But I'll just have to live with it. Okay guys, so this angle is actually the most important angle to me. I'm spending most of my time on this lawn. I absolutely love walking barefoot on this cool season lawn. It's so soft and lush, and also obviously from the braai's angle. So from here, what I really wanted to achieve is not to I hope the sun glare is not too bad. I wanted to achieve the lawn to be level to the bricks so that I can easily see over it. Because if you've got a lip, let's say standing up there, just check from this angle, you really won't see much behind it. So it's lekker when you're walking on the lawn and you're able to see into your garden. Obviously there's not much plants there right now. So I'm planning on planting nice stuff there, clivias, South African stuff, yeah, lekker. But just important so that everything like finishes level and you can see nicely over it. Well, that's just my preference. I didn't like it when that wooden, I like the wood look, but I don't like when the wood restricts me from seeing past the lawn. So it kind of flows into the garden a little bit better, if it makes sense. Just look here, guys. Loving it. Loving it. This lawn is so soft. Just check here. Maybe a little bit tall for my liking, but I tell you what, this tall lawn just makes for a soft and the feel of it. Just check here. Sure thing of beauty. Guys, so I just removed this wooden wall here, and I just want to show you how deep the roots have actually grown of my Kentucky bluegrass lawn. That's easily 20, 30 centimeters, 200, 300 mils deep roots. And this lawn is just over a year old. So if you think your roots aren't growing quick, if your water is infrequent, I'll tell you, they will grow pretty deep. Awesome. Okay, lekker. So the wall is coming on beautifully. We've packed all of these bricks, or what do you call it? Retaining blocks, that's the word. So let me just show you what we're doing. We are filling them with rocks. I'm walking on it now. It feels quite stable actually. With rocks there that are obviously, let me not turn too quick, that I extract from my mountain backyard thing there. Okay, 3 rocks, and then also behind the wall we're adding a lot of scrap and also these rocks, so it allows water to go through. Like a brainy guys, I tell you. Awesome. Okay, so I'm getting some filling sand here at Garden Organics. Lekker. That's just some waste soil. It's actually not too bad actually. We could put something worse than that obviously in the lower areas, but that's going to work fine in my filling areas of my retaining wall. Throw down! Beautiful stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I just love this place. Normally not for this type of stuff, but for the compost, the, what do you call it, the lawn dressing, the good stuff. I'm using waste now, but I mean, that's normally the stuff that gets me excited. That's the stuff that makes your lawn hot. This is the good stuff. This is where you want to be. If you want a good lawn, you want to spend your time here. Okay guys, so I want to get this one edited. So I'm just going to do a quick video here. It's like 5:30 in the morning. It's pitch dark. But I've backfilled with some proper topsoil, and I had about 1.5 cubes of other sand. So I put in about 3.5 cubes of filling sand, and these bricks here I want to fill with compost because I obviously want to plant in them. But that's going to wrap up this project. Guys, thanks for watching. I won't talk very loud, the neighbor's going to shout. Yeah, that's me for now. Cheers.
So after 3 hours, they're almost done with this rock that is taking up all of the space of building our new wall. They tried to move it, but it didn't work very well.
Guys, PPE is of utmost importance. You must protect yourself at all times. Safety, equipment, safety wear.
When you become as old as I am and you still can move around.
Unless you're Afrikaans, boy, then you can do it barefoot, bare hands.
Bare hands.
No problem.
Dit lyk of julle net sien so. Easy. Easy om in te werk. Breek.